Hi, this is Claire again with a full moon card. I'm using Smith Waite Centennial deck as most times, so no big surprises here. I really like traditional cards for professional readings, so artful cards or designer decks or whatever. They are a beautiful thing to have a look at, but when it comes to work, I really like the classics. Yes, so our first card here is the Eight of Wands, and this is a wonderful card of opportunities. It is a card of things that come from the sky or fall from the sky, and this has a positive connotation in German, like it is a gift from above, you could say in English. So these are gifts from above. They come suddenly, they come surprisingly, and they are really things that make your heart jump with joy, so to speak. So this is a very positive card. It is a card where you are in alignment with your surroundings. You can reach your goals and you even get help from the circumstances, sometimes in surprising ways. So when I do a professional yes, of course, professional, when I do a tarot reading for clients, they often have their ideas how this will show up. Like I'm asking for a situation in a job life, for example, and it will show up like this special change in my work surrounding. And often when you get your feedback for the reading, when you talk about it again, or they want another reading and they tell you what has happened in the time in between, there is very often with this card, they say, yes, I imagined it to be like that, but it came in another way, and I was quite surprised. So the positive aspect stays with this card, but it's always, or most times, always is a difficult word when reading the cards, but most times it's a bit surprising. It comes in a bit another way than you have thought about it. It's different than you expected it. Yes? So when we look at the Kabbalistic dimensions of the card, the number 8 is the number of Mercury. So this is the planetary correspondence to this card. It is about communication. It is about swift changes. It is a card that is very easy in its energy. Yes, Mercury energy is flowing, it's quick, it's typical internet energy. Yes, social media could be a part of it, or the internet in general. So it's very light, it moves easily. Yes, we are here with the wands, so this means fire energy. This is, in real life, it means like what I want, what I achieve, what I do. Yes, it's practical, it's really your willpower bringing you forward. But this is also light. So we have here air and fire together. And this is a wonderful fuel. Yes, this is what makes it life going on. So this is a light card. It brings you towards your goals. But it is, yes, it's also fiery in its nature. So you really achieve something. It's not just staying in the realm of the mind, of the air. It's not just I'm thinking about it and I'm having good ideas. This is also about really doing it. It's practical. Yes, it's not just the air alone. It's also fire, and fire sets things into motion when you are talking about tarot. Yes, so our second card is much more water. We are going into the water realm here. And water, as you might know, is about the intuition. Water is about feelings. Water is about relationships, and also about spiritual things when we are in tarot. And yes, this card means like go with the flow, and it starts to flow again. Like the aces are always like the cell where everything sprouts from of their card color, or like the cups. So the Ace of Cups, it's a bit difficult to say in English. The Ace of Cups is like the mother of all the other cup cards. Yes, when you see it in a Kabbalistic way. So it means everything else is contained in this card. It's a potential card. This is, I think, the best way to put it in English. It holds the potential for all the ways the element of water can express itself. And it is, as an ace, it's the first card of its color. So this means it is fresh, it is new, it is for new starts. It is nothing that you did before, or at least you didn't do it in that way. Yes, of course, sometimes in life we make another round. Yes, and knowledge and wisdom is often unfolding more like a spiral. But this means that you are in the spiral at a new starting point. Yeah. And it's also about messages from above coming to you. It's a card of listening. And I don't know what it's like in your country, but I see it here in the esoteric or new age field that people are often a bit over concerned with, for example, taking courses, with learning new things. Yes, their head is stuffed full with information, but they often don't take enough time to digest this and to listen to their inner voice and to go for a walk and to let things bubble up. Yes, like the water. It's like let it flow into your system, integrate it. All of this is often not done in an appropriate way. I know it's hard to say this, but it is like this. Knowledge has to be digested first, and it has to sink into these feelings. And then comes messages from above, and they also help you integrate the knowledge. And so it becomes like a round thing, as we would say in German. Yes, then it is well-rounded. Then you have what you are really going for. It's not just about feeding the head. It's also about listening to the soul and integrating and listening, I don't know, to the spirits of your place and integrating the knowledge. Can I work with this knowledge here at this place? Is it appropriate? How do you like it? And so on. Yes, so it's really about integrating into yourself. Is this knowledge really compatible with me? And it is also about integrating it in your daily life. Is this knowledge compatible with my family, with my surroundings, with the spirits of my place, things like that. Yes, it's about making it round, making it flow. Yes, this might be just one special topic to apply this card to. It just comes to my mind. But this is important too, because we are here with water. It's not just information. Then we would have the swords. Yes, this is why I'm talking about this. This is about your inner sources. It's about inner knowledge. It's about things that grow inside yourself and things you can listen to. Yes, the element of water is linked to the ears in classical magic or ceremonial magic. So this means listening. And it's also listening inside, yes, to your inner voice, to the spirits or entities or whatever you work with, the energies that are on your side and that are whispering to you and that are giving you the real information. Yes, it's a lot about inside. And it's just one topic of this card that I'm explaining a bit further here now, because I see it's a topic for many people around. So I'm explaining this a little bit more. But you can also put this into your relationships. And with relationship, I don't mean just, oh, my man. No, it's also about maybe you have children, you will have parents, that's for sure. It can be at your workplace. I mean, we are not robots, like you go to your work and then you are a robot and you go out and you are a person again. This is not like that. We are always persons. It's always about emotions. So maybe you have like conflicts with a coworker or something like that. So this card can apply to that too. And it's opening the door so you get a flow into this and you get opportunities to really get it moving, don't be stuck. Yes, this is what this card is all about. It's about flowing motion. And when your river of life, to put it in a picture, has been stagnant or muddy or whatever, there is a new and a clear and a wonderful source that is bubbling and that is pushing this river to flow again. Yes, it's a wonderful card. It might, like the cups often do, they seem so soft. And so it's just emotions, it's just intuition. And like, this is not the hard real life. Yes, some people are like this when they see the cards and you really have to explain them what this means. Because it's very important on many levels. And it's like the undercurrent of life, you could say. This is a wonderful picture, the undercurrent of life. That you really see what is flowing through. And this is what the practical things are above this, and this is the river below. Yes, this is giving directions for what is happening above in many ways. So it's very important. It's just not so obvious. Yes, so fresh, clear energy and inspirations from above. It's a wonderful card. Yes, and we stay with the cups, we stay in the water realm, and we have the Page of Cups, a wonderful card. It's a soft card, it's a sweet card. Yes, the page is young. It often reminds me of what is called the beginner spirit or the beginner mind in Zen Buddhism. Yes, like I watch these situations as if I would encounter them for the first time. I live my life with this fresh view of life unfolding again and again, even if I have been for 1,000 times in this situation. Yes, like maybe getting up your children in the morning and making them ready for school. You have done this so many times before, but you try to have a fresh look at it. Yes, it's just one example among others. Yes, so this also helps a lot with improving situations. It's a young person, so this means it's not that stable, but stable can be stagnant. So it's, you know, it can go both ways. It has a fresh and moving energy. And we see this little fish here. It's like the voice of intuition whispering in his ears. And of course, it's a small fish. It's a cute fish. He doesn't scream. And for real life, in my experience over the years, the main meaning of this card is take a notebook. I know this sounds funny, but really, take a notebook or do voice memories on your phone or whatever, but do it. Write everything down. Every nice little idea that comes to your mind in this time, because it will slip away in everyday life. In the struggles of everyday life, and most people, like, they are on their phone constantly and their mind is just... Yes, it's like they are in a constant storm. And so these little intuitions are blown away by the storm easily. And then 2 or 3 days later, you are like, oh, I had this wonderful idea about, what was it exactly? I don't remember anymore, but it was nice. And this has happened to me over the years when reading for myself many times. And finally, I got a little bit wiser and I really write down. When this card shows up, I write down every little small idea that I have, where I have this feeling of, oh, that's a nice idea. Yes, it's not about overwhelming big ideas that blow you off your feet. No, it's the small things. And sometimes with this card, this is especially important. With this card, you have, you get the information before the event comes into your life. So you have this tiny little idea, but it doesn't make too much sense at that moment and you might dismiss it. And then 3 months later, the thing this idea was meant for. I mean, this is intuition. This is also precognition sometimes, yes? This event comes and the idea would have fit perfectly, but you don't have it anymore. It was blown away by everyday wind. So please write down every tiny idea that seems to be nice, even if it doesn't look like very important right now. Yes, you will love your ideas a little bit later and they will really bring you forward. But this is not screaming fish. It's a small one. It's like not like a swordfish or something like that. It's not a big whale. It's a small voice. And you are also young. You are fresh. You are here and there and here and there. So you are not at the point of realizing. Yes, you are at the point of exploring. But when you are exploring, think like an explorer at an expedition in, I don't know, 19th century. And you write down everything because maybe this little flower you see will make sense for something you will discover later. Yes, so you write about every little flower you encounter. Yes, think of someone on a mission for discoveries when you see this card. So, when we put these cards together, we have a wonderful flow of energy, and I really like it when we have positive cards. I mean, we earned it. Yes, obstacles and challenges are part of life, but you can be happy when also happy. Yes, it's not about, people are often about challenges these days. You have to challenge yourself. Like life should never be comfy. You should always challenge. Yes, it's nice. Calm down. Yes, but nice times are important too, and they are not about weakness. They are about enjoying your life. I mean, what are we here for if we never enjoy it? Yes. So my granny, who lived up to 100 years, she had a nice saying. She said, always clever is also dumb or silly. Yes, being always clever is also silly. So always trying your best and trying to achieve and never enjoying life. This is what this old lady's sentences. Yes, they have like 3 words, but they have the whole life in them. And she was one of these old ladies who could put life into one sentence, and you knew, Yes. And always clever is silly also, means that you shouldn't be too clever all the time, and you should also enjoy your life. So this is just a side thought. Let's come back to the cards. This means fresh influences, surprising influences. They bring the fire with you, to you. So you can really put it into practice. It really works out. This brings fresh impulses into your life. This means listening to your intuition, developing beginner's mind, and also go with the flow. Let it flow. Go to the fresh source. Yes, if you have been stuck, go to fresh sources. They will make life flow again. Yes, and there will also be intuitions. You will get messages from above that really bring you, like this is from above, this is from above. And then you will really get flowing again. Yes, and our third card, the Page of Cups, is about all the little tiny messages your intuition brings to you, like this one here from above, but this also comes from within. And it's really write them down or make notes in any way you fancy, but please make them, because sometimes, as I have said it, sometimes you get the information and the event for this information comes later, but then you would need the information. So really write down every tiny little thought where you have a feeling of, oh, that's a nice thought. This sounds beautiful. Yes, write it down. You won't regret it. It will be a valuable information in the future. But it's small. It can appear to be not so important, not so loud, so remarkable. Yes, it might seem too small to write down. Write it down anyway. I mean, it's just some seconds. It doesn't take much time, and you will be happy later that you really fixated, so to speak, this idea, and it can't slip away anymore. Yes, so these are the full moon cards for this time, and we will see each other next full moon again.